especially me hyping him up and getting him on Pro Team.
Yeah? You take all the credit now?
I think Richard and I'll share it with Richard.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
A little bit of sharing. I think, I don't think Ghost are going to have a chance of beating Na'Vi here. I just don't think so. I respect the fact that they beat them earlier. I think it's great. And I think I love watching Ghost play. I think they're super exciting. I think Sub Rosa's playing really well. I think Wardell is got such a lot of potential. And I just, like I said yesterday, I just love the fact that Steel is back and playing Counter-Strike at any level, really. So I think all of it is exciting and it's great, but Na'Vi should be a much deeper team than Ghost Gaming right now. In a best of 3, they should come out on top.
That nuke pick from Ghost is such a head-scratcher, because I'm on the same line of thought that Chad was, where it's just like, you guys got wrecked by NIP on nuke, like just swept aside like easily, and now you pick it into Na'Vi, who historically their nuke has never been good, but I feel like I guess maybe I'm the only person who feels this way, but I think Na'Vi's nuke, from what I've seen of it recently, is way better than it has been in the past, and they're actually a pretty solid team on that overall.
Yeah, it's not one of those sort of default wins against them
it
like it was.
It had to have just been kind of, I guess, a desperate pick to be like, we don't want to play the same map against you twice. We don't want to pick Dust 2. We beat you on it in overtime, but, you know, we all know, like, the kind of thing of trying to beat a team on the same map twice in the same event. Like, it's never that easy.
I guess we'll find out. I mean, I question that nuke pick as well. But maybe there's something, you know, they played it once and they got beat up Ghost, and now they made some adjustments. They found out what the problem was.
It I mean, I would imagine it had to have been a good map for them in practice of some kind, to have them have this level of confidence where they just said, you know what, we can shake off that lost NIP. We didn't play well. We didn't show what we have on it. So I guess that's one place you can lean. But certainly, Na'Vi, I think you're pretty accurate. That kind of Twitch chat prediction percentages felt off.
A little bit. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Mirage going to be coming up. Map number 1 here at the CORSAIR DreamHack Masters. Stay 3, Ghost Gaming versus Na'Vi. There's a lot more coming up on the channel, so stay with us all day long. But right now, it'll be Na'Vi on the T side and Ghost Gaming on the CT side. So Rosa, the only one nearby. They are expecting a bit of a fight for the middle. Instead, they're going to get a fight at the A-bomb side. It'll be a very, very difficult retake. They're going to be quite far away. So Rosa crossing his fingers and hoping that he was going to tap someone through the smoke. It doesn't happen. Edward making his way over past them. The bomb is going to be planted really quickly. Man, they have a tall task ahead of them.
They really do, and they have control of jungle and connector, which is nice. They're going to have no one in spawn. Steel's on that flank. He's going to get spotted early as well. He needs to kill, but yeah, get out of my face. The Undertaker has arrived.
The one person you don't want to run into like that, Simple with the P250, shutting down Steel, and now the rest are all taking. Here comes the flashbang. They've got one shot at this. It has to be really quick, and Soos already taking down Kusta, and they're getting banged out. Simple with another couple of headshots, and Na'Vi will win the pistol. Not bad. Not bad at all.
I mean, it was quick.
It was quick.
You said they had to be quick. It was quick.
Yeah, I feel like you throw that initial barrage of grenades, and if you can get like 2 kills, then you have a fighting chance, right? But if it slows down and they got unflashed or they get a time to hide or something like that, it's just not going to work.
Just as a general rule, I mean, I know we see it pretty frequently. Those 5-on-5 retakes by the CT side, I really dislike them. I understand like kind of the reason why you risk it and everything like that. Here's a cool stack. They have upgraded some pistols, not fully invested. Kusa and Wardell going to obviously go into that double up setup immediately, but a chance here for Ghost.
Yes, they're all at the bomb site. Sub Rosa getting 1 kill, but Electronic on the low ground, doing a fair bit of damage here with the Mac 10, looking for more. Having trouble finding another player because of all the smoke. Steel and Sub Rosa left. A lot of damage on Flaming Electronic. They needed that 3rd kill quickly to make this one work, Ghost Gaming, but still guessing right on the stack and getting a couple of kills in. It's not too bad, actually, for Ghost Gaming. They're going to be excited about buying, not in this round, but the next one.
Simple had a triple kill on the pistol, and Electronic had 4 kills in that round. So 2 guys you don't want to be going off at the same time. Getting started pretty well in these opening 2 rounds, and Na'Vi kind of breezed through.
Yeah, it's fair to say there's some sort of catalyst effect if you have Electronic and Simple playing well on the team. I'm not sure there are many teams in the world that can really stop that. If they really both have like an A game, it's going to be.
It's not going to be any fun for you. Flamey's going to get forced away. Just the USPs. And the P2K on Kusta. Crystal, the only one over at the B bomb site. I think what we've seen out of the second round and even the first round, I think those are the kind of plays we might need to see out of Ghost if they want to actually be able to take a map or even this whole series. You are going to have to take some risks. You are going to have to stack some bomb sites, and you are going to have to do some shifts to try and catch Na'Vi off guard.
Yeah, in which case, some of the pressure falls on Steel's shoulders, right? Because he's the one that's going to have to make that
pressure.
Yeah, going to have to make that call. Say, okay, this is what we know coming into it, what we've prepared for. Not easy.
He's a cool in-game leader as well in the sense that he's one of those in-game leaders. He is kind of a fragging in-game leader. He puts up bigger numbers than the average IGL will. Obviously been doing it for some time as this team has kind of grown and played together with some lower competition, but had some good games yesterday. 0-3 for Ghost, and there is that double up setup. Wardell and Kusta bringing those forward. One kit on Crystal.
And nothing to reply with on the other side for Na'Vi yet anyway. Simple might pick it up later on. They don't, strictly speaking, need the AWP on T-side Mirage, but maybe they do against that double up. I really enjoy that from Kusta and Wardell. I think it can do a lot of damage. And they've got a good stack on this A side for what looks like a fairly default A execute.
Smoking towards connector and window early on to draw Sabrosa over. Just peel one player away to not focus. Steel's going to have a lot of pressure, especially once that Molotov comes in. Wardell with the AWP is going to be blocked off by that wall of smokes. This is going to be tough.
Molotov going to put a lot of pressure on, as you said. Steel falling back out, and he's going to get... Oh, actually, the kill on Edward. Thought he was going to get taken down. Looked like Edward had the better angle there. It's still a 4-on-4. And we're going to jump on past is Electronic now, up on the stairwell, in the smoke, hiding, waiting, and they want that bomb plant, but they've actually put a pause on it now. They are kind of expecting Ghost to make a mistake, maybe for somebody to peek out of jungle. Nobody is right now. Ready and waiting as the game comes to a bit of a pause. Top mid Crystal's waiting. Subrosa's checking the other side, and Wardell. That's a big kill on Electronic because the rest of Ghost Gaming are quite far away, so he needs to hold, and he did exactly that. Now they're getting a little bit closer with the bomb. Flamey thinking about finally walking out of Sandwich to maybe get a bit closer. Still a bit of a fight happening. That could have been instant death there for Suze, but he's going to stay alive just a bit longer. 28 seconds. That Molotov forcing him out, and Wardell connecting with the second shot on the AWP. Now Simple and Flamey left, and Simple's going to go down. A third kill coming in from Wardell, and Flamey, he's the only one left. He's going to get one kill, and Wardell takes him down. Quad kill, shutting down Na'Vi. That's beautiful.
That was really nice shooting from Wardell, but even better, the thing that sets him up to put him in that position is just the overall tactic, the theory that Ghost Gaming used for that retake is with that double up. Kusta and CT spawn, Wardell over here in connector, all the rifles backed away and just secured mid, make sure there was not going to be one of those flanks from top mid, not going to be a flank from the B bomb site or underpass, and they started getting on the flank, so he could just stay zoned in on that area for so long with all safety. Didn't have to worry about the angle behind him whatsoever. And Na'Vi, they use all their utility on that initial hit and don't make enough progress before the smokes expire. And then they're just left to be piecemeal for those AWPs.
It's an uncharacteristic miss there. He had the right idea, Simple. Probably could have at least landed an enormous amount of damage on Kusta, but somehow it does not connect. Now they know that that door was out as well on the Ghost Gaming side.
Kusta going toe-to-toe with him as well. Held his line and tried to get the shot off. 4 players for Na'Vi on this B side of the map. Simple, plenty of time. Not really being aggressive with any kind of a pick, but just looking to see if anyone's going to make a mistake. And Kusta's offering him the chance. When this smoke fades, Kusta's getting close up. This is a scary situation for him. Nade comes out. Looks like Na'Vi might want to readjust. Wardell pushed to the top mid with that AWP earlier. Cleared it all out. Now they're going to come back and have a delayed take, but Steel's getting a lot of information pushing down this A ramp.
Yeah.
Shrinking things, but the bomb is going to return to him eventually.
Looks the clock as well. Na'Vi pretty much going to have one shot at this. 35 seconds. Steel, as you said, aggressive. Wanted to make that work, but I think he managed to hide just behind the wood planks there, and also the fact that he had the SMG, obviously not the best weapon for it. 25 seconds. This could be dangerous if Wardell can get the shot on the bomb carrier. That might be a very interesting twist to this round. He's got the scope up, looking for anyone to make the jump over now. 15 seconds, and Flamey, he's got the smoke up for the plant. He wants to make his way over, and he's going to be planting inside. Wardell gets the kill on Simple, but that's not the right target. The bomb is going to be going down, and Flamey almost didn't make it out of that smoke. It's still a 4-on-3 favoring Na'Vi. If they win this round, they're going to crack Ghost Gaming really early on in this half, and that would be big news. Subrosa trying to get in there. He's going to get the one kill, but again, edged out by Flamey, and I'm not sure this is going to be working out, or Edward, I believe, was. Wardell, he does not have a kit, so defusing for 10 seconds inside of the smoke is a bit of a fantasy. And Edward will find the second kill. Good round for Na'Vi, even if it was very close.
Yeah, they couldn't get over in time that Ghost Gaming on that rotation. Na'Vi beat him into the bomb site. Still, even with that early warning of that push down A ramp, that's a bit rough. Ops not ringing out, and the rifle's not doing enough work either. Just kind of got pulled across the map. I mean, Ghost had a lot. I mean, it was Crystal and Kusta pushing up in those B tunnels for a lot of that round, taking those jewels behind the smoke and never putting a body back, never rotating anyone away. And that's a lot of resources to have dedicated that far away from the rotations.
And you got to think, if you replay that round a couple of times, Steel probably gets that kill early in T-spawn, well, at least some of the time, right? And the round changes a lot. Good kill there. He's kind of ready for the follow-up. More people coming in. That's a good double kill. Swift. I'm not going to say clean. He's on 7 health, but still. Swift it was.
Swift. Simple with the up far back, and Na'Vi still being very patient. Scout at this A bomb site, 2 Deagles as well. No one making their move. Na'Vi have yet to decide. Plenty of time, over a minute, and Wardell's on the hunt for information, at least footsteps he wants to hear. There's one coming for him. It's alone. Edward is no teammates with him, and there's Wardell, the 1D, gonna follow it up with a death.
I wonder if you saw the grenade going over, because I think you could see the shadow on the ground from the grenade, so I was wondering if that was a thing. But either way, it's a good shot for Wardell. Even better recovery from Na'Vi. 5-1, and Ghost Gaming still cannot buy, so this is a tough start for them.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, they invested into that round knowing it was kind of a shattered situation, so go for something. Good couple of kills from Zeus and Underpass. A nice setup to begin with from Ghost, the 2 players stacked up with a pop flash.
Oh, failed smoke. Not that it really was what caused Edward's death. That was all Wardell. Simple, just showing up at the corners and having a good time. You never want him to have sort of a hot game in the beginning, right? He's hitting those shots.
It is so demoralizing as well. Just the reputation on top of it and everything. You're just like, oh god, if it's one of those games, we're done for. Good news is, I mean, Wardell has started off. I mean, a lot of the excitement around him is obviously looking to be pretty justified. He's 9-6 at the moment. Unfortunately, he's the only one from his team that's kind of putting in a decent amount of impact. Electronic already up to 10. Simple at 6. And it'll be a 6th round as well for Na'Vi as soon as Crystal's location is found. Look how, I mean, this is a 4-on-1 against a save. And Na'Vi is just chilling so far back.
Yeah, making sure that there aren't many or any openings at all. Not always the Na'Vi that we've seen. I think in the past, I recall some rounds where they just sort of like tumble about when
that's
once they feel it. So good. Keep the troops under control.
I would imagine the attitude of this Na'Vi team seems to me from knowing some of these players that they would come into this match after losing to Ghost in the earlier in the group stage, that they would just be like, listen, like this is gonna be full focus Na'Vi. This is not gonna be pleasant. You're not gonna like this. 6-1. Technical pause coming out. And
Electronic is 11-2. He got 4 kills in that round with the SMG. That obviously helps, but it's just so much money on the Na'Vi side. What did Ghost Gaming do now? What's the play to get back into that? I guess they've only really had 1 rifle round, so our sample size is super limited in terms of what they even have.
Well, that's also I guess one of the problems, isn't it? You only have 1 rifle round in 7 rounds so far, which is kind of scary. Swapping out some keys, hot swaps.
Simple. What are you?
That's
what
one way.
Doing?
That's one way to think. What would Ghost do? Break Simple's keyboards.
They're swapping in different keys to fit in their WASD.
I've never seen anything like it, Anders.
See, the problem is now we're gonna have people doing this to try and play like Simple. They're not gonna think it's a mistake. They're gonna think it's a part of his style.
How many Na'Vi players does it change to change a keyboard key?
I don't know, but of all the players I would choose, I wouldn't go for Zeus as the lead engineer. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, who would be the lead engineer on that team?
Would
you pick Flamey?
I would pick Flamey, yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, if he seems like, thoughtful type, a little bit quiet. He'd be my pick, I guess. Probably.
You remember when Flamey originally joined the team, and the rumors that we'd heard was that he was so good individually, but he didn't know like what to do in the game that Starks just had to like micromanage him. That's your lead engineer that you just picked.
It's fine. Listen, he's caught up to it. He's just fine. There's no problem at all. They've managed to jumble the keys around. I guess it's all the same, really.
Yeah.
Nobody ever looks at their keyboard anymore when they type, right? Do you remember when people did this thing where they would learn how to, like, especially I think this is a thing for older people, I mean, even older than me, where, like, you had to teach people how to, like, type with 2 hands?
Yeah.
And that was, like, an impressive thing when people went on courses to do that.
I was taking typing lessons in elementary school. I remember that. Probably don't need to do those anymore, do you?
No.
Here we go. Another buy round for Ghost, and they need to get on the board. Wardell being aggressive with this up. I think he might have spotted a shadow. There's the jump down. Nice adjustment, but certainly can't get away. Sticking around far too long. That means Sub Rosa, who was phenomenal yesterday, is going to need to step things up. Crystal's the next point of contact, but Sub Rosa, I think, even bailed him out of that fight. I'm not sure Crystal would have got that.
No, I think he would have been down. That was a really nice save. Electronic, though, boosted in. Sub Rosa, not quite seeing him come. He was walking. He was being careful, but Electronic was so far into the window that was a bit scary.
Electronic had his back to the murder hole, and if you're a rotating CT player, you don't expect someone to be in that off angle just because they're exposed to market. It's like someone could have turned around and gotten that, but either way, Electronic finds the middle of the map and opens it up. Crystal is going to be under some pressure. Bomb on Simple rotating through these B halls. He's got 1 kill in the round.
But look at how they're stacking because Steel is so far up on the other side. This is a smart play. Steel, again, we talked about this, but so much on his shoulders in terms of trying to figure out how to outcall Na'Vi, and he's taken it on himself not to get the information, make the call afterwards. Let's see if this boost is going to be working out, but certainly you have to respect the effort going into this for Steel. Just it's a lot of hard work that he has to do himself. Crystal way back, not going to get spotted. If he peeks too far to the left, he definitely will be. And Kusta there with him. This could be a great defense. 24 seconds, and there's Kusta taking down Zeus. Very, very good beginning. 19 seconds now, and Steel's still waiting on the other side. He's not quite sure if they're actually coming in. They definitely are. And it is that powerhouse of Simple and Electronic. Do they have enough to stop it? The bomb is going to be attempted, but stopped by Crystal. Oh, the patience is so good. And Ghost Gaming will pick up the round. 6-2.
Yeah, once that timer hits a certain point, Crystal's just saying, all right, I'm just going to hide. I'm not going to try and help Kusta. Like, everyone just play for yourself. I'm just hiding back here to stop the plant because that's going to be the biggest winner of this round. It does it perfectly, and you're right. That aggression from Steel just gives them the safety and so much information to make that stack. And if you think back to yesterday, remember how they played on Inferno against NIP? They were so aggressive in those A halls, which you don't see too frequently, and it seems like they have the philosophy on their CT sides of be aggressive somewhere, take an advantage, find one.
Whatever you do, Wardell, don't jump. Simple, just trying to get the wall bang. Had the right idea. I wonder if it's difficult if you're Wardell or really anybody else, just knowing that Simple's on that other side. Just the thought of it.
That's something you have to like mentally prepare yourself through the night. You're like, all right, going up against the best.
Just don't think about it.
Well, Molotov out, Steel inside the bomb site. Wardell looks like he wants to push through that Molotov. Steel's trying to find a timing. One in the closet, he gets it. Simple has that pick. The opening duel with the Ops 1. Simple trying to survive, but he's surrounded.
Electronic there to help out. Very patient. Sub Rosa jumping down to get the kill, but Zeus with a quick return. Kusta. Oh, that's a great adjustment. Very hard when you're scooped in up on the apartments there, but he makes it work, and now Simple and Zeus are left, and it is still a 2-on-2. No bomb plant. Na'Vi have had a bit of a difficult time getting the bomb down in Crystal. It's going to be creeping in all the way through the bombers on the bomb side, and now Zeus in a 1 versus 2.
If he gets here quick enough, if he gets to this point in middle, he might be able to beat the timing of when the bells go off in Kusta's head that the flank is possible. They might not even imagine that this is a play that should be made, and that might be a free kill, and it is. Zeus has got it. Kusta turns around, but it's too late. Crystal inside the site now.
Yep, and he knows where he's coming from. The problem is the bomb is still not down, so 18 seconds, and that headshot doesn't actually do that much damage, but still lets him know what's up out in the open, and Crystal will win the fight with a double.
I was going to say, that might actually be sneakily dangerous, because Crystal hears the dink, right? But he doesn't realize it's through the edge of the box, probably.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, he might think he only had like 10 HP.
Oh man, that actually would be interesting if he goes to that. He had the M4A1 as well, so could have taken him a bit longer than normal to finish that. But Na'Vi are out of money. Ghost Gaming, they're kind of doing it. They're kind of making it work.
They're going to buy in this round. Zeus will drop an AWP, I imagine, over to Simple.
How did he has almost 8,000 in the bank. I didn't realize.
He's rich.
Rich.
Flamey.
Oh, why does it have to be like this?
I don't know. I don't have a filter anymore. I don't have anything telling me to stop speaking. 4 AKs and a CZ and electronic. So Bros is going to have an SMG, but yeah, this is a pretty good recover, all things considered, by Ghost. They need way, way more, though. 6 is still a lot to have this stage in the game.
This Ghost Gaming team should have brought in Lil Main, just so we could have...
could have done that.
Just for the memes, really. I would have enjoyed that. Round number 10, and Ghost Gaming, I mean, it's not a great first half for them right now, but they're trying to bring it back, and we're going to see another B execute. This time, though, I think Crystal's going to be smoked off. Kusta might be completely alone in this one. This is going to be all uphill for him. He's got the M4A4, a lot of bullets. Gets the first kill. Keeps fighting. Actually, one of those bullets hit the grenade. You saw the dink of it, but he still gets a double kill. Now it's a 4-on-3. See if they can get back in here. Crystal's hiding inside of the smoke and trying to play deep cover on the bomb site, waiting for the plant to go down. He's listening for that sound. Wants to get in there. The flashbang is through. It's such good timing for Crystal. Incredibly well played. And now waiting for Simple, who's got a double kill in the meantime. He's going to be going down. And Zeus in a one-on-one. Somehow it comes down to just an endless trade battle in this B bomb site. And Wardell, he's scoped up. He's waiting for Zeus to make this cross, and he's going to get the kill as well. This time it works out. All of these rounds for Ghost Gaming are just down to almost all of them 1 versus 1. At least the last 2 were 6-4 still. They're putting them together.
Just barely holding on. Nice double kill from Kusta to start that out. Maybe he could have gotten away before he got taken out, but Crystal was the one who had the real battle. Like, spam through the smoke. They were trying to find him in that corner. Pop flash to get 1 kill. Bought a lot of time. And Zeus even had the right idea of pre-firing the corner, and you can see Navi. We know they love their force buys, and they know it's been 2 one-on-ones. They're going to keep up the pressure, and this is what makes them such a difficult team to play against. They never stop. It's unrelenting, but this time the SMG's doing some work for them.
At that 1 AK-47, though, you've got to be very careful. You've got this many SMGs on the line, and Simple will go down anyway. Crystal somehow finishing him with the MG7. Close fight there for Kusta. Still 2-on-2, like you said. They just don't stop. If they can get 1 more kill. Crystal especially there on 14 health. That would be interesting. The Molotov, is Crystal going to go and check it? Gonna find anyone there.
It's a lot of attention that Electronic just took off of Flamey. Unfortunately, the bomb is so far away that they can't get a plant. But this positioning makes it, maybe they don't realize the bomb is down. Maybe they don't think Flamey that, maybe they think he's picked it up, but they've both rotated as if it's going to be a plant towards that B bomb site. There's plenty of time, and Na'Vi, this is weird. They're just flat out ignoring the bomb entirely.
Yeah, they really are. This could be just a coin flip of timing. Who's going to be looking the right way at the right time? And, well, Crystal barely saw just a tip off Electronic's toe there. And
why aren't they getting the plant, though? Go get the extra $800. Like, you know, the losing bonus is building up, so they're going to have decent money, but I can't believe I've just seen the bomb just left there. Obviously, Na'Vi can't realize that Ghost is, you know, playing so far away from the site, but...
Yeah, I think that's probably what threw Na'Vi off, is they thought, well, they're probably going to be covering that wide angle into the site from jungle or something like that, so we don't want to risk that. Now, obviously, yeah, he's going to get the bomb plant, but Soroza's going to be right on top of him, so can't really make it out. Flamey, even with the AK-47, smart play from Soroza, hunting him down. And that will be another round for Ghost.
He even swapped over to the MAC-10 so he could make that aggressive play. Crystal threw the flash and went and picked up the up, so nice little weapon management, looking for any little scraps they can find off the ground. But, I mean, that confusion of mine being said about the thought process from Na'Vi, that's still, you're exactly right. It is a lot of timing. So, I mean, that could have very easily gone Na'Vi's way, you know, if they're looking the right, if Electronics look in the right direction at the right time.
Yeah, that's probably what they were hoping for. It was a bit absurd that they managed to not even bump into each other at any point during all of that. So, 6-5, 4 rounds in a row for Ghost Gaming. 1 with 3 alive, 2 with 1 alive, and then this one with 2 alive. So they're barely managing to skip by, and now we're going to keep up the pressure. Or it's going to be a quick 3 out of apartments. They almost lined up for that, and then the follow-up Molotov, the shot from Wardell, shutting down the whole apartments push, and now Zeus and Simple. What could they do right now? 2 versus 4. They need some great shots. Zeus going to open it up and could try and follow through. Simple covering the other side of actually making it out onto the open, tapping away long range. He's going to get the 1, but they're already on him. He's going to fall to his death. 6-6, tied up. Ghost Gaming holding on to this half.
Oh, yeah, this has been phenomenal from them in the comeback, but equally good is Navi's ability to keep the money low. I mean, they're still bringing this into one-on-ones, 2 players surviving, so no cash able to be built up, and that's exactly what you want of Navi. This is a round where if you win this, you're going to have a bit of an easier time. Like, the buyout of Ghost in the next round, if they can't win, it's going to be sketchy. So Navi have a chance to still catapult themselves to 9-6.
Yeah, they can buy AKs on 4, and I guess just a little bit less on someone else can have some utility Edward there, but...
I mean, the question becomes, do they want to actually go for that? Do they want to actually do the full buy and continue with that level? Because we know they like to.
Yeah, I would.
Even if it's an AK on simple and everyone else buys, you know, the pistols with the utility, that would have been cool.
I would have been happy to see it, but they do go a different route, so not exactly a relaxed round. They just sort of half buy with pistols and armor and the UMP. So
5 straight for Ghost Gaming to come back on this CT half. They were down 6-1. Steel's got them back in action. 12 kills for Wardell, 10 for Crystal. Here we go. This time, a lot of bodies for Na'Vi towards that B bomb site. No double up for Ghost on this defense, and Steel once again looking like he wants to get aggressive on A-ramp. He's playing right behind his smoke at the moment.
Yeah, taking a lot of information on that side for Ghost Gaming. Smoke is gone, so not heard anyone, not seen anyone on that side is Steel. And they're starting to get pretty close. Now, Sobrosa's checking underpass. He's not seeing anyone either. They haven't seen anyone top mid. That's suspicious.
I think about the amount of faith they have to have in Wardell. Look at Kusta, though. He's going to go right through the... Oh. They're going to surely pop flash or check this. This could be dangerous for Kusta, especially considering Crystal's rotating away. So is Wardell.
Man.
They're shifting to the wrong side of the map at the moment. Now the utility being used. Kusta, big job to do. Dodges the flashbang. First kill is his. That's the bomb down as well. They're not coming around the corner yet, and he stands up. Stands tall to the task, and that's the danger averted, but it did look like it was going to fall in the other direction.
If that flashbang works, it went a little bit too deep, you could tell, and that was enough for it. So great job on Kusta. If he had gone down immediately, you're right, they would have been very far away, would have been scary. 7-6, that's 6 rounds in a row for Ghost Gaming. They are, I mean, they're impressing us once again. It would have been better if they could have not had that 6-round streak. Navi, obviously, that's a bit frustrating for...
Mentioned it as well, though. That was the weird... I mean, they're always tough to deal with economic reset, right? They win the first round, lose the following. That was heartbreaking. That's always difficult to recover from.
See how it works out now. Bit of mid-contact maybe coming up. Sobrosa probably shouldn't stick around too long. He's not got too much backup there. Crystal's been playing this corner a fair bit. Want to be careful about repeating the same positions too many times throughout a half. But otherwise, it's mid-control for Na'Vi.
What can they do with it becomes the question. They're going to start running low on utility. They only have 1 smoke left. And even though they have mid-control, they're still pretty spread out. Kusta's beat up through that smoke. I think you're getting the idea. It's Simple with 2 kills in window. That was a stack meant to just shut down any kind of that play. And Simple, of course, destroying everyone.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
I mean, if you're playing Na'Vi, you gotta expect there's gonna be like at least 1 round like that.
Yeah, more or less. Frustrating, I guess, for Ghost Gaming. Otherwise, you know, put up a great streak here, 6 rounds in a row. But that was Simple having his say finally. Now Na'Vi should not really be able to screw this up too badly. Wardell going to be taking down Simple, and he wants to push in further. I just love how aggressive he is. He's ready to take any fight at any given time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, 1 to 2 on 5, right? You kind of have to just say, got to go for the heroics. They had plenty of money thanks to that round from Kusta over in the B halls. They were able to build up some behind this, but this is just dirty from Simple. The double peek just doesn't pan out. That's actually not a bad call. You can't even complain about the call from Ghost. You have a 3-man stack there. You do a timing crunch from Catwalk 2 and window, and unfortunately, if it's anyone but Simple on the other side, that might actually work.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea at all. Ready to take the fight, but nobody taking any damage in that one. And I don't mind Wardell not re-peeking. It's not really worth it.
I think he just peeked to kind of give Steel some cover to drop down. It's risky, obviously, but Steel here in underpass. Start pushing forward. That's the bomb as well. This is going to be so dangerous. Here's the nades being thrown. Probably doesn't hear the footsteps, but he can clear out B bomb site all on his own.
Oh, the timing is almost incredible. Simple goes down, and he's going to be really upset. Zeus managed to make his way out with the bomb. I guess that is the good news, but that's going to be an annoying way to go down in round number 15. Sub Rosa and Wardell on this A side of the map, and no, I guess I'm not that scared. I was just going to say, Sub Rosa doesn't have any kind of smoke, so if they Molotov his position, it's hard for him to get out alive, but they don't have that many grenades either on Navi's side, so might not be such a big deal. Nice shot from Wardell, followed up on Electronic. And finally, a bit of a return as Edward takes down one player, but he just can't get in there quick enough. Again, Wardell is such a rock of this team. He's just been playing great all tournament long. Flamey will go down. That's a triple for Wardell, ending up at 16-11, topping at the scoreboard. We have Stunner with us over with the players.
Thank you, Anders. Yes, it is all calm over here on what I think is the Western Front. I think if geographically speaking. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Look, it's all calm around here. Both teams know what's on the line. And, well, for all it's worth, they're both very focused right now. If you look alongside here, Josh Nissan really guiding Ghost Gaming through this, what is poised to be a tougher CT side, statistically speaking, from the Navi side of things. Either way, who do you guys have in this one? Who do you have taking this one home, Jason?
Why does he put me on the spot like that?
Just, he does that.
He does do that. I'm going to take Navi, obviously.
Yeah.
Not that I don't have faith in Ghost.
No, you know that, again, they're a fun team and they're impressive right now. This is actually really, really good return into the game in the first half for Ghost. And if they had won the pistol, this would have been something like an 11-4 half in their favor. You know, all things equal. It would have been something like that. So it really made a big difference for Navi. They had that early streak where Ghost couldn't get any money on the board, really, and then once they finally got it, they made it work. I am still impressed with the fact that of how many information plays Steel was making over at that A-bomb site to try and get his team the added info so that they can figure out where to stand, and it wasn't often on camera, but you definitely know that something was happening on that side. Just testing Simple there. Looks like they're going to end up at B. And there's 3 people waiting for them. That's not good news.
A front line, 2 players going to jump out. Utility from far back. That is a great immediate shot. They even clear the corner. Steel goes down, but there's so many more bodies. Cruiser's got to get this, and he does. Electronic able to hold on. Edward chiming in, but there's already players here. They've already rotated into the action, and it's Simple. He's there to shut things down, but only gets one, and Wardell, another tall task that gets dropped by Flamey. Both pistols for Na'Vi.
It's very hard when you're rushing that bomb site, you're in your mind, you're sort of ready for 2 people to be there. So if you get the kill on 1, you're still looking for the second player. But when it's 3, then you can start to make that mistake of sort of not checking the additional corner. And if it's 3 and it takes a long time, a 4th man is going to rotate in. So you really lose track of how many people are actually here, what's going on, where's everybody. And I think that's sort of what happened in that fight for Ghost Gaming. Even though they were trading really good, it was like people just kept showing up for the fight, right?
Yeah, and each one of them just got a kill before they went down. It was just good trades from Na'Vi, even with a spectacular opening kill for Ghost. It was pretty cool. They did send 2 players. I mean, Kusta and Steel were just there to create space in a front line, right?
Yeah.
And just utility from far back, and then everyone else kind of followed up. And I thought surely, especially once that first kill on the bomb site got cleared out, I thought that was going to be it. Yeah, the 3rd player on Catwalk was just enough of a nuisance to hold on.
And now, it's Na'Vi winning both the pistols in this game, which is always a bad sign if you're on the opposing end of that. Zeus with a little bit of a jump here. Going to be a flashbang, a follow-up as well. See if it's going to be good enough. Oh, that's very uncomfortable. Someone jumping straight over you. Someone gets the kill anyway and actually turns it into a double. Well played on Zeus. I think that's not easy to do once somebody is actually leaping over you. Crystal couldn't really make that work.
I'm excited to see what the game plan is for Ghost in this T side. Just because, I mean, one, obviously, Steel being the brain behind the operation. He has those note cards, and just wondering where he's going to think that the weaknesses will be. 2 rounds heading towards that B bomb site. Rifles are out now. 3 M4s, 1 SMG. This time, Ghost, they buy up in this 3rd round. They're going to go towards A, and actually, Electronic's not expecting it whatsoever, and he might be in some trouble. Only the SMG, but they weren't expecting it, but good trades, good follow-ups after that. Kusta coming in from Palace, and good dinks, but Simple, he returns the favor in a big way.
With a scout as well, just hitting the headshot just as the smoke was up. That's going to be a little bit annoying. Now it's a 3-on-3. They want to fight for the CT spawn. That Molotov is going to put a lot of pressure on the CT side, and Nice follow-up. Crystal taking down Susan, waiting in there now. Simple, can he do anything at all? He's going to get the leg shot in on Crystal. It's not a bad beginning, but they need more. And now that Edward's gone, it's almost certainly done with. He's going to try for the jump shot, but has to try and back out eventually. Just not enough time, really, for the defuse. He's also boxed in, and Smoke and crouching under. He's playing such a mind game, isn't he?
I'm hoping he gets this kill at the still 12. Oh my god, he's done it.
Why not?
Oh no.
He's going to take him down, but yeah, there's a big impact in the round for Simple, but it wasn't enough. Ghost Gaming with a huge round. That's the third round they buy in as well.
That was great. I think it caught Na'Vi off guard. You could see, I mean, Electronic aggressive on ramp all by himself with the SMG, not expecting the rifles to come out. Just a dry entrance, I believe it was, from Palace. They didn't even, I didn't even see the smokes being thrown over. Maybe it was a peek before they just plumed, but really good opening kills. It's a couple times now that Ghost has had some pretty solid openings. Go back to the pistol round, now this one. They found those initial kills. It is just a grind as you get in there against all the different talented players that Na'Vi has.
And Na'Vi, rather than saving, letting up some of the pressure, they're going to force into this round. And it's a very, very mixed buy that we're going to be looking at in this upcoming 19th round. Again, Wardell, 1 kill ahead of Simple, who's at 18. Electronic at 17. Steel is lacking a bit in the kill department, but then, again, so is Flamey. So I guess that kind of evens out.
Nade down towards ramp. Smoke as well. 4 players here for Ghost. This is going to be a timing, isn't it? Wardell just rushing and he gets shut down. Maybe they think it's going to be a save. Electronic has something to say about that. Low on utility as well for this Ghost team, and Crystal is caught.
Yeah, not feeling too good in the middle, and if he had kept pushing and fighting that, there would have been 2 or 3 more people there to back him up, so don't want any of that, and he's turned around, ready for it. Zeus is going to get the kill, and that diffuses all of the threat in the middle now. Sub Rosa and Coaster, if they can hold this 2-on-4, that would be huge for Ghost Gaming. They're in trouble. Sub Rosa instantly with the spray turn, ready for it. He saw that coming. Edward is down, and now it's a 2-on-3, but they're so low on health. Can he catch him jumping with the grenade in hand? He does, and now Sub Rosa out in the middle, 1-on-2. He can barely see the bomb from here. He's got to be careful they don't block him off in any way. No one defusing yet. No kits either. It's going to be a long time defending. They see it, but Simple gets the kill. And Sub Rosa finishing with the ace clutch of miraculous play coming out from the star player here at Ghost Gaming.
What a recovery from Ghost. That is going to be so difficult. I was so confused what they were going to have to do in that 2-on-4. Had to get aggressive towards connector. The plant for that direction as well. Great reactions from Sub Rosa. Instantly snapping over, ready for the follow-up, and even though he doesn't get it, puts himself in as good a position as possible. I think Simple still had the scout at that point in the round, and another force buy here now from Na'Vi. Na'Vi, the new French teams, they're like, you know, we really feel like the French teams didn't do this style justice.
They made it work in 2015. Let's bring it back. Wardell, I think, taking a shot through a teammate to make sure that was going to work out. Get a double for it, and they should be able to play this one out. Oh my god, Electronic with the C-set, 75. Good job, Wardell. Quad kill, no problems.
Surely they stopped force buying at some point.
I don't know.
Yeah? This has to be the round that they just say, all right, let's get the op, let's get the M4s out on the board. They've given Ghost a pretty solid lead.
Moses, if you keep force buying, is it technically still a force buy, or is it just your new?
Become a buy at a certain
just
point?
your new buy?
It's a really good question.
Some Counter-Strike philosophy for you.
I was gonna say,
You could write a paper on that, maybe.
probably. Here we go. A ramp. Sub Rosa gonna lead the way. Oh, he gets dropped by Edward. More here, though. There is one more from the corner. That's Wardell, and he's got them both. Continues the spray. They walk right into the bullets.
Simple. Always lethal with the deagle. Don't want to underestimate that, and they're not right now. They get that early engagement. They realize that there might be something up, so they slow it down. Kusta with a nice jump. Doesn't really want to commit to it. 2-on-4 again. I like the fact that Ghost are trying to keep this a little bit cooled down, because there's really no point in rushing into any kind of craziness. Simple goes down. This is Ghost Gaming now about to be up 12-9. And the economy wrecked for Na'Vi.
I think it'll be okay in the next round.
Yeah, next round will be, but
built up.
But even then, I mean, you say okay, but it's not. We're not talking double AWP, you know, or pulling out all the stops or anything.
I mean, you have to like the fact for Ghost. Look at how, I mean, Calm, they're playing this even in a 4-on-1, 4-on-2. Just, they realize that with all these force buys, their money's been ground down as well, even though it's been forced, or this will be the 4th straight. It's not like they've built up some, like, you know, this massive bank account. Steel's hurting for cash. Crystal's not doing great, so keep as much alive as these games do tend to turn economical down the stretch as well. 25 for Wardell.
He's just a beast, isn't he? It's so exciting to see new talent, even if he's been around for a little bit, as you said. But still, you see them break out on the LAN scene, not just playing around.
It's cool to have heard the whispers about him for like a year and a half and not really being able to see him play a whole lot, as they don't do many of the online leagues in NA anymore. And then kind of see the burst onto the scene. It's been great. Steel has this team playing well. 12-9. Avi finally going to get some rifles back out.
Look at the cameraman simulating the explosion. That is next level.
Is that what he was doing, you think?
I thought he was coughing. I don't know, but I thought it was
holding in a sneeze.
I thought it was a good idea. I'm going to give him credit for it. I think he was on the right track. 12-9. 22nd round. Oh, actually, they do have enough for the double up, but look at the exchange they make for getting that. No armor on Flamey, no grenades on either him or Simple. Man, they really wanted that double up.
No kits as well across the whole team. We'll see if Ghost is going to be ready for this changeup. Wardell hoping someone walks into his crosshair. Zeus and Edward at this B bomb site, and they actually even have one more. Simple's in the market. So really, really feeling quick play towards this B bomb site that's just not coming. Looks like Simple's actually going to even stick around, and Edward and Electronic will just have to cover mid and connect over the crossfire for the catwalk.
Patience for Wardell, but now he's walking up, and that could be the end of him. Simple was ready for it. So, bit of a mental battle there. I think Wardell was obviously expecting someone to jump up on the truck eventually, and when no one did, he thought, well, maybe they're preoccupied somewhere else, and didn't work out in his favor. If Na'Vi want to sort of stop this really, really good streak of Ghost Gaming, they really need to get on the board right now in the second half here.
There's going to be a 3-man hit at this A bomb site. Steel lurking or aggressively coming towards connector in middle. You'd imagine Edward and window, that's going to be his priority, but they need to smoke off Flamey. They have the utility. He just scopes away. Oh, just a dry duel from Sub Rosa. This is not how you want to do this round. Remember, you have the economic advantage, Ghost Gaming. All you need are kills. You don't necessarily need to win it. You need to take things away. You have to make this win expensive for Na'Vi, and it's not happening. This is a brilliant round for Na'Vi to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, they're loving this. Simple will close out the round. That flashbang from Electronic, he flashed Steel, ran up the stairs, and ran back to kill him, and he was still flashed. That's how good it was. Just lasted forever and ever. 12-10. Now, you're right. The fact that they survive with every single member alive does wonders for their economy. Now, Ghost Gaming, on the other hand, they can buy in this round, and they will, but after that, the money has disappeared, Moses. It's out.
It's not ideal. Although you can see, I mean, they had the money, I believe. I mean, Kusta dropped an SMG over to Crystal. I think he could have actually picked him up another AWP of some kind. But we've seen a number, even on the CT side, there were some players on Ghost that are more than willing to play with those SMGs instead of the upgraded rifles. Maybe trying to play a little bit of a money game down the stretch. Timeout is over. Ghosts have to get back into it. 12-10, still with the lead on the T side. They need to grind out 4 more rounds, and they need to find a way to overcome this double off.
Much easier said than done. I'm glad I'm not the one who has to try and figure out how to deal with this. Simple. Just going to be falling back from the initial grenades coming out. If Kusta can win this fight at catwalk and make his way in, it's already Simple, and Edward's taking out Kusta. That means no pressure coming in from the catwalk side. Oh, that's the wrong timing there for Simple. Sub Rosa with a really good headshot, AK-47, and he follows it up, taking down Flamey. Wants a bit more. They're boosted on top, which is very dangerous. If you don't expect it, it might go horribly wrong. Electronic stumbles off the block, and still a 3-on-3. The bomb down. See if they can get in and get this retake. There is a smoke and a kit on Edward. Always good when you want to get that defuse, especially in the B-bomb side. Force someone to peek out of apartments. Zeus looking, checking all the corners and not finding anyone. It's Electronics and the turn to open it up here in the retake. Steel gets one. Great turnaround. With the Galil, he makes it work. And now I think simply time is up here for Electronics. Wardell to close it out. And that's a disaster for Na'Vi. One round, they're reset. Even if they survive with everybody, it's still not quite enough. I mean, they could force in this round, but that would be very scary. That could lose them the game. And they do it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they've had 3 questionable force buys down the stretch now as well. Maybe just Na'Vi being shook, forcing them into this scenario, but you have to say, I mean, Na'Vi got the first 2 opening picks in that round. They were sitting, so they had everything they could have wanted, and obviously the simple kill was a mistime, obviously unfortunate timing, but coming back from a 3-on-5 against Na'Vi, that's impressive. Zeus pushed in, he has one of the M4s. There's Kusta for the win, right through the edge of the wall. I think they spotted Electronic as well, and he peeks back into it. They've cracked open the site. Na'Vi might want to think about saving at some point, but at least Flamey's going to try and find something that can motivate them to go for this. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Nope. Once those first 2 players go down and the weapon holding connector is an MP9, it's very hard to imagine that he was going to get... You need like a quick double or something. It's just not going to happen. So they fall back, save what they can. 14-10. Ghost Gaming, how are they doing it? It is what a wild ride it's been following this team, even just this month. It's just been crazy.
Dennis gave that interview after they won that narrow series yesterday against Ghost and said they play unlike any team that he's gone against. And he said he's just very impressed. It's not, I mean, you can see they're mixing in some of the slower, like more execute heavy, some of the awkward timing, some of the individual plays. They have a lot of variety in the way that their T side is working. And I truly do. I think they have the benefit of the fact that Na'Vi's dug themselves into a hole with some of these force buys. And it's making the task a little bit lighter.
Yeah, that's a big part of it, and maybe that's something that we could dig into later, if we can interview Na'Vi at some point.
Yeah, I think back to Tai Lu against Astralis when they had to grind out, 4 rounds on their T side. They had to grind it out, and it was so difficult because they were playing Na'Vi with guns, with utility, with AWPs.
Yeah.
Ghost, on the other hand, having to grind out these last few rounds against scouts, against SMGs, against pistols.
Well, they've done it again on the Na'Vi side. Scout, UMP, MP9, that one M4 that they saved, and then the 5-7 on Zeus.
Another lean towards this B bomb site as well from Na'Vi. They've done this a number of times, and it's part of the reason why that bomb site at A was taken so handily last round.
Okay.
2 players there. Good shot from Flamey.
Yeah, Steel is not going to be excited about that one. The boost, they're right on the other side. Oh my god, the timing is almost unbelievable. Edward gets the kill. Oh, Wardell and Kruster, they're not going to believe it. How can that happen right as they're walking behind? Zeus getting the kill on Crystal, leaving Sub Rosa to get shot in the back by Simple. I've rarely ever seen that. That's almost unbelievable.
That timing was just perfect. Even if it was a second later, they're about to turn that corner. It could have been easily 2 kills for Ghost and just a lost B bomb site. Timeout from Steel called, 14-11. Chatting things over before kicking off this 26th round. And yeah, this is just unfortunate. There's 2 players there as well. And Kusta, before the communication can even come in, thinks it's a fight down low. Wardell had the wider angle. Wardell still leading the server, but just narrowly. 26 kills now for him. 25 for Electronic and 23 for Simple. Money is not good for either team. This next round, this has a lot to dictate how the rest of the game is going to work.
I feel like since they've already gone down this crazy route, Na'Vi, of force buying and just, sort of putting a lot of pressure on themselves, why not unleash Simple? He's got that AWP. Just let him grind a little bit. Gonna take down Wardell, who had the close spawn, and it's not a bad idea to try and take that fight. You really can make that work, but he got taken down. Sub Rosa, if he can get the kill on this side, that's going to leave Na'Vi really wondering just what is going on. It's 1 kill. They must have seen a couple of more players. At least they saw the grenades on that side, but this is a powerful position here. He's luring somebody in with that grenade, or hoping to.
Applying just a little bit of pressure. That smoke kind of gives up that someone could be close, and that's why you see the nade from Zeus, just in case. So Rosa did fall back. Na'Vi's keeping Simple very, very mobile. Remember, he won that dry up duel at the B bomb site against Wardell earlier. He just won one against him at the A bomb site in that previous round, or excuse me, in this round. And even in the last round, he was at the B bomb site, so Ghost is having a tough time really zoning in on his position. All right through the smoke, it's spotted, there's the pick. Nicely done from Kusa. They got to move forward in front of the Molotov. Can't get the follow-up, but Steel bails him out.
Great shot, taking down Flamey. 3 on 4. Ghost Gaming just want to end this, finish this map before Na'Vi start to revitalize and get back in the game. They've already done such a good job here at the A-bomb site, opening it up. Now the bomb is going to be going down. Nobody there to stop it, really. Electronic, though, the spray is really good, and now he's trying to tap away, see if he can win the fight. Steel will take him down, and in the middle, Edward's going to fall 15 to 11. Ghost Gaming now at map point here in the first map, but this is great. I'm so impressed.
That pick from Kusta was all they needed onto Simple way in the far back. They didn't have a smoke for him. They wanted to use the smoke for the plant. They had the Molotov in towards jungle when they eventually go in. Very efficient use of their utility. And now they've got themselves a phenomenal opportunity, much like Ty Lewis, of opening map upset on Mirage. They beat him once in this event earlier in the group stage, overtime on Dust 2. Steel has a chance. Timing. Simple is right behind that smoke on Catwalk. He drops down, gives up his position, and just bails out. Steel, I don't even think wants that fight, but again, a stack towards the B bomb site from Na'Vi. Simple's not there this time, but 3 players set up to stop anything.
The fact that the bomb is so far back suggests Ghost Gaming just want to try and feel it out. I'm almost a little bit surprised that Na'Vi aren't the ones trying to be a bit more aggressive in this round. I guess Simple is on it. I just feel like with this world weaponry, with the complete lack of grenades, you can't really just be waiting around hoping.
This is so weird, because Ghost controls the map, right? But they really don't have a lot of information of what's going on it.
Yeah.
Simple is allowed so much freedom, and if you're going to give him this, I mean, okay, they're watching it now. Sabrosa had turned around. Here he comes up the stairs. Sabrosa waiting. Stops that. Bomb has not been spotted. 50 seconds left on the clock. And now Ghost. Steel saw one on Catwalk earlier, and they have the opening kill as well.
So he's hoping to peek that in, but Wardell will take him down, so Na'Vi being edged out in what could be the final round here. 3 on 5. It would take a bit of a miracle. They've got almost nothing to defend with. Electronic will pick up 1 kill, but Crystal's ready. And now it's just Edward alone. The Flamies on the other side of the map, just unable to really get here in time. And this MP9 is not the weapon you need with. He actually gets that kill almost unbelievably, but again, it is just not enough here. Flamey makes the cross and gets tabbed down to 17 health, and it's 16-11 in favor of Ghost Gaming, taking down Na'Vi on the first map. This is unbelievable. I'm so impressed.
How do they continue to impress us every single time? What a great performance. Simple looks mad.
He should be mad. They should be winning this game, but they're not, and yeah. I like it when we see new teams burst onto the Counter-Strike scene when we get this kind of excitement. It's always a good time. Yeah,
and they all just continue to play well. Sabrosa, Wardell, I mean, guys who've had a lot of doubts, especially Sabrosa. Good to see him playing well. Steel has this team well-oiled and playing very, very good. We're going to see if they can take it on map 2 or if Na'Vi can bring us to a 3rd map. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.